Hey Taurus, welcome to your monthly reading for August. I hope you all are doing well. Hope July was okay. It was a pretty intense month, but hopefully August has some more in store for us in a better kind of way. So let's jump in and see what August has in store for you guys. Just a friendly note, I do offer personal readings. So if you are interested in booking one of those with me, you can find all the information to do so in the description box below. All right, let's get started, Taurus. I have insight coming out. Okay, so August might be a month where maybe you are gaining some new insight into your life, into your experiences, or maybe some of the things that have been recently happening, in the recent past. Maybe July was, a month full of different changes and different evolutions and different things. And now you're gaining a better insight into either where you have been and why things have turned out the way that they have, or perhaps more insight into where it is that you wish to be going. Let's keep going and take a look further into this. I have rebirth and focus. Okay, these are really good energies for you, Taurus. This means that you have a lot of new clarity and insight in regards to your life, in regards to the past, the present, and honestly, it seems like the energies are saying you even have a little bit of insight into what the future is holding for you here, which seems to be quite positive here. Looks like you've been through a really intense time of a new death and transformation here with a rebirth energy coming out. And now you might be hyper focused on, kind of like what's to come now instead of where you've been. You're looking more at where am I going now? These are really great energies, Taurus. Oh, that's too many. Sorry about that. Let's pull some more and see what's coming up here in August for you guys. Okay, I have a couple of energies coming out here. I have rest, come and hear my lullaby, and fire to light my path. Okay, so it looks like, here in the month of August, you are just kind of getting ready to get out, get started, get things going. But, what you're being given here is a little bit of advice to just say, okay, go out and, start getting some new projects done, start, exploring some new things. You have new ideas, maybe a little new found energy, especially after the time of rebirth. We're just kind of ready to get going and get started on things. But, keep in mind that just, do it at a pace that, is productive yet restful at the same time. Okay. So make sure that you're taking time to rest, take time to continue to nurture yourself, but also, go into that energy and explore and, achieve what it is you're looking to achieve for this month because you have a really beautiful energy of, transformation and growth where things are starting to begin to take shape for you. Let's take a look at what the overall energy for August is to be for you and see if I can get some more insight for you. Okay, for the overall energy here, I have the Six of Wands. This is victory, Taurus. Okay, so whatever it is you have been doing, whatever hard work you've been doing, which clearly has to do with a lot of likely cycles closing, a lot of allowing things to fall away in your life, inside and out. It looks like you have been quite successful in that. So August is going to be a month with the overall energy looking like it's just a month of victory, success, and you being seen and noticed, maybe even by other people or family or friends or coworkers, about some significant changes that have taken place in your life. Maybe you have a whole new attitude and outlook on life, and it's looking really positive, and people are taking notice. Or maybe they're noticing, from which you've came and you've worked really hard to get to where you are in your transformation, and now they're really taking notice of, wow, okay, this is really cool. Taurus, you know what you're doing here. Okay, so this is a month of victory and celebration for you, Taurus. Let's take a look at the beginning of August and see what's coming here for you. I have the Page of Cups. Okay, with the Page of Cups energy, this could be, a variety of energies here. But what I see getting here in this energy with the Page of Cups is just a little bit of a softness making your way into the month of August. Likely you've had, again, a lot of change and transformation taking place. A lot of healing is taking place in order to get into this time of rebirth and getting a new sense of energy. But what it's saying here is, just kind of gently ease yourself into this energy, okay? Be a little bit childlike, be in a little bit of a state of a playful wonder as you enter into this month. And just be a little lighthearted with yourself, okay? Go a little easy, okay? So be gentle, be proud of where you're at, and be childlike in that wonder and what you're doing. Maybe don't take the month so seriously, even though I know you've clearly got goals here. Let's take a look at the middle of the month. The middle of the month, I have the Chariot. These are just really great cards, Taurus. So whatever it is you're doing, you are ready to charge forward. You clearly know where you're going. You have your sights on the prize, and you're just ready to get going and get there, okay? So with the Chariot energy, it looks like you're very aligned, you're very in tune, you have your sights very clear, and you're focusing on where you want to go, which is a really good energy, because with the energy of the Chariot, it looks like things will be successful for you. Just keep in that energy again where things are balanced. Don't just kind of go back into that state of like push, 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 even though you've got a lot of energy and you're really excited to get going again in the month of August. Just make sure that you're taking time to have a balance between rest and action, okay? Let's take a look at the end of the month of August. For the end of the month, I have the Empress. This does not surprise me with this rebirth energy. There is a lot of beautiful abundance and creativity energy around you this month, Taurus, and the month of August looks like it's going to be nothing short of miraculously beautiful and abundant. Okay, so whatever it is that you've had your sights set on, whatever your goals have been, it looks like all of these things are very aligned with your highest good, and things are really coming together for you. This is an energy where you are with the universe and you guys are co-creating a beautiful, abundant life together. So this is an absolutely wonderful energy to be in, Taurus. So congratulations, a rebirth, a time of death, and rebirth is no easy feat for anybody. So congratulations, you have crossed the finish line and you have entered into a whole new world of where you are going to meet the universe and co-create a beautiful, new experience for you. Let's take a look at some advice for you, Taurus, for the month of August. If there's any advice for you, honestly, not that it could get any better. Let's see here, Taurus. Okay, I have a couple of things coming out here. Well, I'm going to take that. I just wanted to flip at the last minute. I have quite a few things coming out here. Okay, I have the Nine of Pentacles, I have the Seven of Swords and the Sun. Okay, so this is advice is just saying, hey, don't fool yourself, Taurus. Don't fall into any traps of any lies of thinking, hey, you know what? Not much seems to be too different. I don't see a lot of stuff, really coalescing and coming into manifestation and creation in my real world. I don't see a lot really going on. But that's not to say that it's not really positive and that things aren't really starting to take shape for the better, okay? So don't fool yourself and buy into any lies. Sometimes we can kind of inadvertently backstep into old energies when we've especially just come out of some really transformative times. And so, sometimes we can tend to fall back into some of those energies where we're second guessing things, or maybe just kind of being like, I thought this would be different. I've been through a lot and I didn't really know that it would kind of just still kind of look the same. But the reality is it's very, very different, Taurus. Okay. So just take note that the energies that are playing out here are your, confirmation and validation that things have changed significantly. You have crossed a significant threshold into a new timeline that is one of abundance, good luck, and success. Let's take a look at what's hidden in the month of August. Maybe there's something that you're not seeing that would prove helpful to you, Taurus. I have the Seven of Pentacles here and what's hidden, Taurus. Okay. So this is a time of kind of like, an energy of taking stock of things. Okay. So a lot of times we will take time to kind of reflect back on things, especially when we've made a lot of changes. We're getting very good at mastering our ability to look at the old energies of what we've put our time and energy into and, what played out well for us and what wasn't so well at all. And so, we kind of weeded out that garden and now we're in a time of contemplation. So what's hidden here is just, taking that time to really cull through, some of those things, those ideas, those new experiences you want to have, things of the past that you're just no longer wishing to engage in again, and how you can kind of do differently. And then what you want to, plant new seeds in so that you can, grow some new experiences for you in this new timeline that you're in. Okay. So just take stock here. It's what it's saying. Let's take a look at what you don't see coming for the month of September here. The month of September for the next month. What does Taurus not see coming? Okay, I have Let's see here. I'm so sorry. I have the Four of Pentacles coming out here, Taurus, and what you don't see coming for the month of September. So what this is saying here is just basically in the month of September, just hold tight, keep building on your foundation, okay? So, when we come out fresh of these energies, especially when we're building a new life, a whole new experience, and a whole new timeline, it's kind of like building a house. We need to build a solid foundation first, okay? Because if we're kind of rushing and we're just like build, 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 and I just can't wait to create something new, we're not really going to build something that's going to be long lasting. So what we want to do is focus on really building that solid foundation of self. Get some ideas of what you want to do and some actual goals that you can reasonably achieve. Nothing too way out there, Taurus. Don't get too overachieving here. Make sure that you're, reasonable with that. Make some goals, how you can achieve them, and start kind of getting a plan together of what you want to experience and create so that you can also continue to nurture yourself and maintain that solid foundation so that whatever it is you build in this new timeline and this new experience is going to be long lasting and enjoyable and successful. The reason why we've had other things kind of fall away from our lives and transitioning into new timelines is because sometimes we didn't, really build a solid foundation, or there was cracks in that foundation and fault lines. And, they could have been known, unknown, things we ignored, or we just kind of rushed through and kind of put things together. And therefore things weren't able to, really stay, stable for the long term because they just weren't stable. They were built on a faulty foundation to begin with. So you want to make sure that in this new timeline, you're making sure to build that solid foundation, take that time so that whatever it is you create will last for the long haul. I have the Fool on the bottom of the deck here, Taurus, and this is just saying, congratulations. You have crossed the finish line. You are successfully in this new timeline. Don't be too quick to start and rush into things. Make sure you build that solid foundation and make sure that you're taking time to continue to nurture yourself and invest in those new ideas, those new creations, those new adventures that you want to take and build and experience, whether that's a new career, whether it's a move to a whole new place, whatever it may be, Taurus. It looks like this month is very successful for you, but they're just kind of letting you know, make sure you build it all on a solid foundation and things will play out quite well for you. So I hope you found this reading to be helpful, Taurus. Congratulations on the month of August and how far you've come. It looks like it's going to be a very positive, uplifting month for you. So until I see you again, take care.